Hello, my name is David Dean and I'm proud to be a teacher. I currently teach at Queggs in Wakefield, and I also do some work at Thomas à Becket School. I've also taught in Sheffield and in Hertfordshire. I've been asked to talk about the experience of being a teacher and working in education, particularly over the last year, and it has been tough. I guess that's true for everybody, but in teaching it has thrown up some particular challenges which I'll talk a little bit about in the next couple of minutes. So the whole business of online teaching and learning, it's been for teachers a matter of learning totally new skills. It's reinventing yourself as a teacher. For veterans like me who've been teaching for ages, that's meant learning to deliver lessons online, create materials, do all kinds of stuff that we never imagined that we would do. How to enthuse and to encourage and inspire children in a classroom. You miss the subtlety of the classroom. Just a little look, an anxious look from a pupil, a slightly fierce look, a quizzical look from a teacher. You read people's body language, tone of voice, all of that, and with online lessons, is totally absent and you just can't do it. There's been a huge range for teachers and especially for pupils in their technical capabilities over the last year. Some who have been blessed with up-to-date laptops and iPads and tablets and phones and good reliable Wi-Fi, it's been easier. For some people who are less fortunate in what they physically have, both in terms of their IT tech capabilities or the space that they have or access to kit, it's been very, very difficult. There are some families who have been in crisis, medical crisis, sometimes emotional crisis. A number of families have really struggled with that, and as indeed have teachers. There are some very vulnerable children, and it's hard to reach, much harder to reach them and support them when we're all at home and not in school. It's the unseen side of education, that idea of pastoral care, really looking after children day to day. So there are some children over the last year who have been neglected. There are some who have been abused. There are some on a day-to-day basis have gone hungry. So that daily care that schools offer has been a real challenge. Some schools have even found themselves having to visit children just to check that the children are still there and not bruised, or delivering food parcels every week. It's been really, really tough. Pupils miss their mates most of all. That day-to-day chat. All the way from 5-year-olds playing with each other in the playground and doing things together in the classroom, to 17, 18-year-olds sort of sharing their worries and anxieties, chatting about football, seeing who's up to what. So a lot of pupils, now we're back in school, have been happy to trade the inconvenience of getting out of bed at a decent time for just being able to chat to their mates and socialise. Many children are anxious. They're beset by anxiety that they're behind with things, and anxious that they've lost core skills such as handwriting, and I can confirm they have. And they're anxious at the upper end about exams, and all of that is made quite a lot worse by publicity about the need always to catch up on things that supposedly haven't been done. But there have also been, now we're back in school and throughout the pandemic, other opportunities to learn new skills, to find different ways to do things in education. And now we're back, there are increased opportunities to make the most of being able to enthuse and encourage and inspire children in the classroom. It's also now a chance really to sit down and focus on what really matters in schools and in education. And it's the chance also to spread the idea that when it's good, teaching is absolutely marvellous. At my teaching practice school in London 40 years ago, in South East London, a huge comprehensive in South East London, a senior teacher who was in charge of students told a bunch of callow student teachers that if we wanted to be teachers rather than simply to do teaching, we had to love the kids in our care, whether or not they seemed to be lovable. So I would ask from schools and teachers and people in education everywhere, pray for us. Pray that we will be able to live that out. Pray for pupils to know that they are loved, even when they seem not all that lovable.